Hey guys, Mistmaster1 here, and welcome back to more Super Mario Galaxy 2. In the last episode, we start off on our brand new adventure. Peach has been kidnapped once again by Bowser. We got our first Power Star after getting launched up here into the, the worlds and all the galaxies that reside in said worlds. And in this episode, we're gonna aim for 3 Power Stars this episode. We're gonna clear off the rest of Sky Station Galaxy and then see what Yoshi Star Galaxy has to offer. Anyway, I've eaten up enough of your time already with that introduction. Let us get started on the second mission of this galaxy. And that's a general rule of thumb when you're dealing with the galaxies in this game. Most of them will have 2 regular missions, but a couple of them will have just 1 singular mission. And on top of that, they can also contain, They can also contain a secret star, but we'll get into that when the time comes. Right now, it's not very relevant. So here we go. Mission number 2, Storming the Sky Fleet. Second mission of Sky Station Galaxy. This will be the last star we do in this galaxy for a while, as, like I said before, comet medals and comets don't really have much to do with in this game until we've reached the 3rd world. That is a bridge we'll cross at another time. Well, we're going to start off right here with these chain chomps right here that are coming out of nowhere. And use like these little green, punching bag things? I don't even know. You can get them on the recoil too, that's pretty fun. To destroy them, but that's not our... Whoa, that was interesting. That's not our main concern. Our main concern is to head underneath to this bottom part of the planet here and talk to this Luma. Get me out of here, there must be a key somewhere, and that is exactly what we must do. Let's make our way over here really quick. I forget which star... Oh, which star? Great, I spoiled it already. I forget which chest has it specifically. I believe it is this one right here. Yes, it is. We have ourselves an Invincibility Star, and with said star, we can just run into the chain chomps instead of having to, actually time hits and all that other stuff going to and from various chain chomps and all these other plants to make our life easier. You can find the key from this one right here, and by collecting said key, we will open up the little locket that the Luma is captive at, and now what we can do is just head over to the Luma, and he will turn into a launch star for us. What's up? Oh, thank you. Now, I wore off in the middle of that. Now I can transform into a launch star. Just hop in and shake the Wiimote to go flying, right? I know it may have been a whole day since the last episode, you guys might have forgotten, but just remember, well, we're still in that whole tutorial phase, so it's fair game. But you'll also notice with this was not in the last mission. That is because galaxies will tend to offer various pathways in certain planets that are only available in said missions to variate the levels and to make it not as mundane and boring. That being said, there's some bonsai bills here. You can't really do anything to them. Also, you can actually shoot star bits. I haven't really made a note of that yet, but essentially, if you're dealing with a really weak type of enemy, and we have ourselves a star bit thrown at them, and it actually connects, what you can use it to do, it doesn't work on all enemies, of course, like that orb won't work right there. And one of these guys are called Octoombas. I was so close, they're Octogoombas. I was basically right, but they're called Octoombas. If you use the cursor and aim at them and use the B button... Oh, what? He cheated, I swear to God. Oh my god, I just got absolutely destroyed. Okay, we're gonna try that again. That's actually not too bad, because we get ourselves some star bits to make up for the fact that we're gonna be using some right here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm actually going to try to do this right. Oh, maybe is he immune to it? Or are we not supposed to know that yet? Okay, well, I just got proven wrong, but take my word for it. If you use a star bit to stun enemy, if you use star bits on an enemy, it can stun enemies, and from then you can basically just finish them off real quick. There is a bonus area, up here. Like, I think there's a 1-up mushroom right there. But if you come up a little bit more, there is a bonus area which will bring us to another one of those areas I showed in the first video. I'm gonna be avoiding those for the most part because they basically revolve around the same concept as destroying enough enemies in a certain amount of time, and you'll get some 1-up mushrooms and stuff like that. Like I said, lives aren't super valuable in this game. They do give you a lot, although if I pause my game and you check the bottom left right here, I kind of went back to 4 lives because the game has a thing where it's like, oh hey, you quit out of the game, so we're going to take all your lives away and just give you the stock 4, but 4 is more than enough right here. And we have ourselves some blue platforms right here. By stepping on them, they turn yellow. You make them all turn yellow, they turn green, and they open up another particular part of the mission that we're on. In this case, it's an extension of this part of the planet that happens to be in said mission of this galaxy. I need to get my terms and bearings straight when I do this game because it's going to sound really confusing otherwise. Although this game doesn't take much explaining once we get past the first few parts. Watch out for cosmic clones ahead. If they come after you, run. I will get back to that momentarily, but if you'll notice back there, I did like a little spinning move in the middle of a bunch of dirt patches and circles and stuff. There's like one giant circle. If you spin in the middle of that, you get some star bits to shoot out, but anyway, that's just a quick thing. Step on this thing right here, we'll have ourselves the Cosmic Clones. They make a return from the last Mario Galaxy game, except this time they're a little unusual. They will mimic your exact movement patterns, whether you're running, you're walking, you do a spin, you do a ground pound like that. I mean, they mimic your exact actions, and there are particular instances in this game where if you move really slowly, they can't really catch up to you. But in certain cases like this, you're better off just going as fast as you can, because then they'll never have a chance of catching up to you like so. And as a reward for clearing segments with particular Cosmic Clones, you can get some star bits, and of course your next little general pathway to get to the star. Speaking of which, we're coming up on our final little portion of the mission right here, and we have some bonsai bills. Let's not just run directly into their path. We'll get knocked off and die and stuff like that. You can see the power star right here, but we can't really get into this as it is sealed off, of course. And the way we're gonna deal with that, oh my god, they just flattened that thing. That was a little wonky. We're just gonna follow this pathway all the way over here and make it to the last major obstacle that we have to get past in order to set that little star free. We'll have some piranha plants, we can just simply spin into them, and, you know, they just turn into star bits, whatever. Easy to deal with, but these guys have spikes and stuff, and, you know, spinning into them isn't really going to do anything, so what we're going to do is bait him out so he attacks, and then use this thing to punch him in the face, and booyah. And by doing so, we reveal ourselves a key, and use the key to unlock the chamber that the star is in. Let me grab a, coin while we're here, and if I could hit that really quick, nice. Use the little thing to attack the bonsai bill. Let's not get wrecked here. Use that again. Oh my goodness, no, don't do it. Whew! I almost fell off right there, and I would have got my first death of the project. That would have been stupid, but yeah. You can use the little green things to knock the bonsai bills out. I should have fallen to my death right there, but the game had mercy on me. We got ourselves our second power star of the game, and I do aim to collect... I'd hope to collect 2 more. I don't want to make these videos super long, but I think we have time for 2 more. And, like the last time, we have ourselves another little thing. I did this in Kingdom Hearts as well. I need to stop saying little so much. We have ourselves another prompt that says, oh hey, you collected a star, you got some star bits, you just did the mission from that galaxy and stuff like that. And now Lubba is going to say something for us. Wish I could give you more help than just cheering from the sidelines, you know? A friend with another Wii mode can join up with you. Then one of my co-star Lumas can help out. Well, and you can track down star bits and hurt enemies with them, blah blah blah, but I'm not going to worry about that. This game, as multiplayer, is about as enthusiastic as you can imagine. Someone is just on the sidelines helping you get star bits and stuff like that. It's not really manageable. Well, it's manageable, it's not really necessary. I'm jumbling up my words, but anyway, we got all the stars we can get from this galaxy, and now we're going to move on to the Yoshi Star Galaxy. I wonder what we'll possibly find in a galaxy called Yoshi Star Galaxy. And that's basically how the whole thing is gonna set the tone for this whole game. You clear out galaxies, you move on to the next galaxy, you do the exact same thing, but you get different missions, of course, as the game goes on. Yoshi Star Galaxy, we're gonna saddle up with Yoshi, as the title implies, and we can see the Yoshi egg right there. Yes, this is a thing that the first Galaxy game, in fact, did not have, is the ability to actually ride Yoshi throughout various obstacles. And, you know, just various other parts of the map, because I already explained, I need not say because, but yeah. Now we're just going to move our way over here. Let's get some star bits, like killing off some enemies here. Can I use my star bit thing to actually designate? I'm really shaky with this, so I apologize. Yeah, see right there, you stun the enemy, and then you can just run into it, and then you can collect the star bits after the fact. I meant to spin there, but that's okay, I guess. I'm going to do a spin and land on you, because I'll get a coin as opposed to spinning and killing him, which will give me star bits. Yo, Luma, what's up, man? How's it going? I thought Yoshi would be more helpful in getting the power star, but he just kept running around in circles. Then he got himself trapped inside that egg. If you can get him out and keep him focused, he might be useful. Well, as you can imagine, that is our next little goal in mind here. But if you notice from the little preview, there's a Magic Koopa. Magic Koopa? No, Kamek Magic Koopa. I can't exactly... Wow, my Mario skills are, like, 0 right now in terms of knowledge. But anyway, all I have to do, just spin in his face, he dies, and it unleashes the, you know, little Yoshi egg that's right here. And by the way, if we run through mud, we're really slow, so, you know, kind of try to avoid that. But, oh man, it's the likable icon himself in these games, Yoshi. Yoshi hatched from the egg, and it's as simple as, just riding him, and, you know, you'll see how he performs throughout the rest of this game, pretty much. You saved me. I was trying to save my friends, but then I got turned into an egg and trapped. I think I missed a word in that sentence, but that's okay. I know, we should team up. Come on, hop on my back. Well, as you can guess, here we go. It's very reminiscent of the, what's it called? Other games like Mario Sunshine and Mario World where you have Yoshi to use, and he performs very similarly as he did in those games. For instance, you can use him to eat enemies like so and turn them into star bits. He also has a little flutter kick, as you can imagine, and by using that you can get some extra height, reach obstacles that you normally couldn't, and that's another example of that. Also, while you are on Yoshi and you've mounted on Yoshi, you will actually get yourself a little bit of a bongo beat to the music that's already playing, so that's a nice little touch. If you eat enough of these little fruits, you can get yourself a 1-up and a couple star bits, but honestly, not really worth going through the whole hassle of doing that. A big thing that's important while you have Yoshi on you, well, I guess it's not particularly important with Yoshi specifically, but just come up here, hop on that little platform there, get yourself on top of this thing, and get yourself the Comet Medal of this level. We will again need Comet Medals for very specific things later on in the game. They don't have a lot of importance as of right now, but, you know, you're just going to need them in order to get every single star in this game, so just take that with a little bit of salt, a little grain of salt. Or a lot of salt, depending on how angry you are at some of the later... okay, I need to stop making bad jokes, but... you need to watch out for these little guys right here. They'll hook on Yoshi, and he basically can't do anything, like, you know, he can't grab things with his tongue, he can't really function at all, and that's very problematic in specific stages where you'll actually get upgrades for Yoshi, and, you know, we'll cover that when the time comes. I'm going to do this next little bonus area with Yoshi because we haven't really done one with Yoshi, and I want to get it in some more, you know, get some star bits, get some more gameplay in there with how Yoshi functions and stuff like that. Really easy to get yourself the 1-up mushrooms that are located in this little particular platform. And can we get the third one? You cannot use Yoshi's tongue to actually reel in the 1-up mushrooms. You can only use it for stuff like enemies. And that's pretty much it. You can use like fruits and stuff like that and very particular obstacles that are, or just gameplay functions that the game has available. But honestly, Yoshi doesn't really seem to do a lot at the start, but he will do a lot more as the game progresses with specific power-ups. Grab the big fruit right... Fruit? Oh my god, that's a F, not a TH. Grab the fruit, and you can use this launch star and have a nice little cinematic pose and get some star bits that are up from the volcano in the process. So yeah, that's basically the ins and outs of how Yoshi functions. He has the same spin attacks as, you know, Mario would while you're not mounted on Yoshi. He has a little flutter kick, he can use his tongue to get objects that are out of reach, deal with enemies really easily. Has a little flutter kick, like I said before, but we haven't really utilized that. Occasionally throughout Galaxies, you will see these little dice blocks that kind of give you a reward based on what... Aw, Bowser, man! Really? That's going to spawn an enemy, I think. Well, that's fine. Let's just have Yoshi eat and get a few star bits out of it. But you can get some coins, some star bits, some 1-up mushrooms, all that jazz. Sometimes an enemy if Bowser spawns. Not really particularly, like, urgent to specifically hit those things, but I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, let's see what this sign has to say now that we've moved on to here. Yoshi looks really weird right there. Press and hold A while riding Yoshi to do a flutter jump. We know this already. If it's perfect for when you need just to go a little higher than normal. Well, I mean, I don't know why, like, I kind of forget that the whole level, like, at least the first few levels kind of spell out exactly what you have to do. And I just basically tell you what you have to do beforehand, so examining the science is pointless, but I forget that that's even the case because I've only done like one run-through of this, so I don't remember exactly what all the signs say. But it's no big deal. You can actually rip the head off of the piranha plant of Yoshi. There's a few things to note in the differences between how you can use this tongue attack, is that some things you can just simply, you know, press B while the cursor's over it and you'll get it, but in instances like this, you actually hold B and then you have to tug it a little bit and then you'll actually, you know, get the object to come towards you. The piranha is one, the piranha plant is one, the little spiky plants are one as an example. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Come on, just rip that thing off. There you go. That sounded relatively suggestive, but we're not going to go there. I see, yeah, there's some Octoombas here, and I love that you can actually eat all 3 of them at once. I just lost like half of those star bits, but whatever. And you also get this little thing right here where you can use Yoshi's tongue to get a little extra distance and stuff like that. And that's going to play really well into this last little part right here, as we can see up in the top there. Our last star is coming up. There's so much stuff going on, I need to kind of catch up with what I'm doing here. But anyway, there's some instances, like as you saw right there, there's a Goomba with wings. We had to take the wings off of Yoshi's tongue first, and then attack it a second time to actually get the enemy to be defeated and stuff like that. You also need to be at proper heights or else the tongue doesn't go through. There's just a lot of basic stuff I really shouldn't have to go over, and it makes sense as the game goes on. I just murdered that Goomba and it fell to its death. I feel like a bad person. Not really. Goombas are kind of doomed to die in the realm of Mario anyway. Does that seem really insensitive? Probably. You can also use Yoshi to get yourself a lot of height more by doing like a sort of flutter jump and then a backflip off of him by holding Z, because you're kind of in like this crouched phase like that, and that's the way you can sort of dismount. But yeah, I'm doing horrible at segueing into things I want to say. I'm just kind of bombarding you guys with a bunch of information upright. But the good news is, when the information is bombarded at the beginning, there's less of it that has to be explained as time goes on later, and I can kind of just go into more detail as to how the stage is progressing instead of how the basic mechanics of the game work. You can also use Yoshi's tongue, of course, to pull out objects like so. It's basically just a tutorial level to get you acclimated into what Yoshi can actually do. And we're gonna have one last final instance. That's not redundant at all. We're gonna have one last instance of getting up here, like so. Let's stomp that enemy. Let's get over to the side so this guy doesn't destroy us. Oh my goodness, how much does Yoshi's tongue stretch? That is a very good question. More star bits there, and these star bits are actually gonna prove to be very useful in the next video after this. Not this current video, because I'm already like a good 20 minutes in, and there's still one more star I want to do on top of this. But yeah, that is pretty much the entire second level of... well, the first level of Yoshi Star Galaxy. Good lord, I cannot talk. I should probably slow down and, you know, focus and stuff like that, but it's all G. And you also get yourself a special bonus animation with Yoshi if you collect the star while you are currently riding him, so that's pretty cute. I believe this also introduces our first little instance where we're going to... oh, maybe not. I'll have to see if this next little cutscene plays out real quick. Saddle up with Yoshi, that makes 3 stars out of a huge amount that we're no doubt gonna have to collect every single one of those. And for completing the first mission of Yoshi Star Galaxy, we can now advance to the next world over there, or at least the next portion of the world map. Say, I don't mean to pry or anything, but what is that thing over there? I mean, be straight with me, pal. You hatching alien eggs now? Haha. So, yeah. You can actually... oh, I'm only 17 minutes in. That's actually not as much as I thought. But yeah, as you progress through the game... oh, I just went the complete wrong way. As you progress through the game, you can unlock very specific things to be available on the ship itself, and this is the first instance. We just cleared out the Yoshi Star Galaxy's first mission, and we can use Yoshi all around the ship and do various actions like eating all the fruit that's up here. All these billboards give you general tips that I've already explained, so I'm not going to go over them or read them. Get yourself a 1-up for your troubles of collecting all the fruits and a few star bits. And, you know, we've already seen a fair bit of what Starship Mario has to offer. Yeah, that's the co-op thing that Lubba was talking to us about before. A couple of these guys do have some choice words to say, but I'm just gonna hop over it, because to be perfectly honest, they're gonna explain stuff that I've been explaining in this game anyway, so I'm just gonna hop right back onto this little thing, and we're gonna tackle our final star of the episode, which is the second mission of Yoshi Star Galaxy. Coming up next, for our second mission, will be the Spiny control. Pretty short name, but it speaks for itself. We will have ourselves a bunch of enemies called the Spinies, like so, and we have a little appearance of an enemy that I don't believe was in the first Mario Galaxy game, but is of course prominent throughout various other Mario games. We're gonna dock off right at the same part as we did before, same music as before, and we can't really do anything about these guys with our spin attack, so you know what we need to do? We need to get ourselves our good old friend Yoshster. So let's get you ready, and now I'm gonna avoid that guy for now, but you see there's this Lakitu up here, and what he can do is, besides running away like a coward, he will actually spawn more Spinies over time, so let's just eat his cloud, and then get rid of him. You can use Yoshi to eat these guys right here, and then spit them out and break these little containers that are prominent throughout this this first little stretch of the area here. And your goal, of course, is to just I'm not gonna destroy all of these, because I honestly am running a bit low on time. I'm not running low on time, that's really stupid, but I don't want this video to go on too much longer, so I'm gonna try my best to kind of speed this little next portion up. There I am again saying the word little when I don't really mean to, but I mean, it just slips out, man. I can't help myself sometimes. And coming up here, we have ourselves another application where we have to kind of use the trajectory of a distance that the Spiny offers. Make sure that the cursor is pointing in the direction you want it, like so. Have it shoot over there. Let's murder that Lakitu by having him fall to his death, but don't actually worry about that, or do worry if you don't like them, because they just respawn like it's nothing. And you can see he's actually throwing out Spinies just like I said a little while ago. I just didn't really give him the chance to earlier. Alrighty, let's get rid of you. Can I kill you with your own Spiny? That'd be pretty sick. Get out of here. Oh, take it, man. How does that feel? Get yourself another launch star going up, and let's head off here if I can get this. You have another launch star in the middle of the pathway, and you get yourself over to a nice little bonus area that you would miss out on if you don't spin at the proper time. We have some star bits, we have some coins. I need to find a way to get out of here. Let's see, the orbit is here, and you can see more how, whoa, the orbit was really funky there. And just how much the game really plays on that whole element of using the orbit of the certain planetoids to actually position yourself and garner more distance that you otherwise couldn't. It's really creative. They kind of reuse the same general concepts from the first game, but it's still pretty fun to play around with otherwise. Now, be careful when you get up to this portion right here, because if you notice, there's going to be a little ticking sound. That means you're kind of timed right there, so we're just going to move along really fast. After enough time, the logs will kind of just head back into the little spot where you found them, and all we're going to do is just use a Spiny to get rid of this little thing right here. I keep saying little, I need to stop doing that. Alrighty. Now, here's something interesting I'm going to do. I'm going to use Yoshi for a little bit of boost, jump off, hit the wall, use the wall kick, do a spin jump after that, and get yourself up there to get the 1-up. That's a 1-up I was not sure how to get for the longest time, but I figured it out during practice a little while ago, so that's pretty neato. Now, do not believe the calm music, because the moment you step up here... okay, that was kind of an epic fail. The moment you get up here, we're gonna have ourselves our next boss fight. It's a Super Lakitu, and he's a giant nerd with a purple cloud that shoots lightning, so you kind of have to worry about that. He's going to behave just like a lot of the other Lakitus have been. He's just going to throw Spinies at you, and your general goal, of course, is to throw enough of these at him so he becomes defeated. Pretty easy to start out with, although watch it though, because he does get kind of fast and a little bit tricky to hit. I will admit that this fight is one I'm not very good at when it comes to actually doing it really quickly. Like, the odds are I'm probably just gonna eat it on a couple of these. It's like Bowser throws in Mario 64 where you just miss the target over and over again and you feel like an idiot. I mean, hopefully that won't happen, because we're 2 for 2 right now, but he does get very agitated as the fight progresses. And, you know, he's kind of flaring red, he's blazing red with the passion of 1,000 suns, he is angry. And now he's gonna go really, really crazy throwing. He's double fisting Spinies, man, he's double fisting. Okay, that sounded really wacko. He's also invincible during that phase where he's kind of just raging down thunder upon you, and he will also destroy the various Spinies that are on this particular portion. Now you kind of have to predict where he's going to go, like that. Wow, I'm actually surprised I managed that fight a lot more easily than I thought I would. But you can't just aim directly where he is, you have to aim where he's going to. And for defeating him, we got ourselves the next Power Star of the game, and that's going to do it for this video. Well, I'm not going to sign off just yet, but that's all the Power Stars I like to get for this video. 3 Power Stars in this video is some pretty good progress. There we are, number 4. 62 star bits, 585 star bits in total. That's pretty nice. And all we are going to do to end off this episode one last time is to advance over to here. You'll see that the little block says 3, like a star times 3. That means you need 3 stars at the bare minimum in order to cross over into other future portions of what this game has to offer. So, cross over with, we have 4 power stars, so we meet the, credentials of having 3. And as a result, we unlock the next set of pathways that this world has to offer, and we will tackle this little guy right here, see what he's all about, and explore this little galaxy. Oh, kill me for saying little so much. In the next episode. So guys, I've been Mr.Master1, this has been episode 2 of Super Mario Galaxy 2, and in the next episode, we traverse farther through World 1, we've picked up 4 power stars, so we're off to a good start, but we still have many more to go. We still have many worlds and galaxies to explore, and it's all gonna go down just ever so slightly more, reaching towards that goal of reaching the end in the next episode. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care!